You just mute it. So when the red's on, it's muted. When it's there, it rings. So you just hit that and you mute it. It just mutes it. Yeah. Yeah. I just put it on mute. Yeah. Okay, everybody. Okay, everybody, let's work our way into an upright seated position on your mat. Good evening, Desiree. Move around in whatever way you can. Good evening. And feel yourself settled really up over top your sits bones there. Roll your shoulders around, the usual, right? All the places that we get a little tight and stuck in. We want to just get some flowing movement back into it. Maybe if nothing else, get it out of that place where it feels really stuck. And then let the shoulders roll down the back, lift your heart a little bit up, and take a moment to close your eyes and turn off all the attention that you've been paying outside of yourself today, for yourself, for others, bosses, friends, coworkers, spouses, and start to turn that beautiful, loving attention inward so that you get a moment to check in. What are you noticing? What are you feeling? And again, I always say, not in a way that is judgmental or critical. You might say, oh, I'm feeling my hips, and they feel a little tight. Great. That's a nice observation. So when you're moving tonight, you can offer some awareness of freeing that up. But we have sometimes a need to start to label things right away as bad or wrong. So just observe. Be open-minded to what you feel and sense as a way to be fully in the present. Let the breath flow in and out, big deep inhales and exhales. Using the breath as the way to tap into that flowing energy. The energy that is guiding us in movement in our most natural way. And if we are always linking our breath and our movement, and our breath keeps the beautiful continuous flow in and out, then we get a chance to offer that into ourselves also. Three more breaths. And two more. Really feel the widening and the expanding. If you prefer, I can move somebody over here. Okay. And one more breath. And now inhale, reach your arms up. Pause there as you exhale. Take a moment to feel the ribs lifting up out of the hips. So sometimes we bring the arms up, but we leave the rib cage kind of heavy down. So that soft tissue space between your hips at the top and your ribs at the bottom, see if you can engage a little spacious lift up through there. Take another big inhale, and as you exhale, use that space to forward fold out and over. Keep that nice long spine. Walk your hands out a little bit. And then from the position that your fingers are in, go ahead and let yourself settle down and in. Feel that stretch naturally happening here through your body, just through the easy opening, but yet the grounding through the hips, the dropping of the head and the shoulders away from the hips. Continue feeling that breath. And let's use this as one more moment to just offer some space through our being, both how the breath is opening us up and the position the body is in. And now keep your body in a forward fold, but take a little journey so that your body comes over that right leg. So now you'll feel that left sideline getting a little more of a stretch, even within that fold. You can even take your right hand and grab a hold of your left wrist and pull that arm up and over a little bit more so that you really anchor through the left hip sits bone down to the mat, but yet your left sideline gets a big old stretch out and over. How's your breathing? Fill up the space, open up the space with that breath. And now if you're holding the wrist, release it and walk your body to center. Keep the nice long stretch front and then travel over top that left leg. Feel the left shoulder blade really dropping down, but then you can reach out through that right arm and shoulder blade. Again, the left hand could grab the right wrist if you want, and give yourself a little bit of a shift of reaching through the sideline. Can we walk you over a little bit? We'll get her over. Can I move your mat over a little bit? Can I move your mat over to fit somebody in beside you? Yeah, she's right there. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Slowly walk back to center. Round yourself all the way back up. Go ahead and bring your forearms on the mat behind you now. Unwrap your legs, put your feet flat on the mat. Let your knees do a little shifting right and left for a moment now so that you warm up those hips. Beautiful. And then bring your body back up. The legs extend forward and out for a moment. Inhale, arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, round halfway back, palms forward, arms out from the shoulders. Inhale all the way up again, lift up. Exhale, round halfway back. 2 more, inhale, feel the breath moving through you. Exhale, round it back. 1 more, inhale, lift. Exhale, round it back. Inhale all the way up to tall, lift up, take a side bend to the right, right arm down, up and over, stretch the left. Back to center, inhale up. Exhale into the left. Inhale up to center, listen up, round halfway back, exhale, arms out from the chest. Inhale back up tall, side bend left now, exhale, stretch the right out. Back up to center, inhale, and to the right, exhale. Inhale, center, stay upright, but hands to prayer as you exhale. Close your eyes, big inhale through the nose, sigh it out, let it go. 1 more, same, inhale through the nose, sigh it out. And now we join together to open up tonight's practice through the eternal sound of the Om. Big inhale. That resonant vibration that harmonizes and joins us all together in that universal connection of oneness. Open your eyes and work your way to downward facing dog. As always, when you come to downward dog, pedal your knees and feet, shift your body around so we're not static and hard. Give us a little bit of permission to flow and move. Take a moment here to bend one knee, straighten the other one, and give yourself a chance to sink that heel so you feel the back of that leg stretch a little bit. And then when you're ready, switch legs, bend the opposite knee, straighten the other, sink that heel, hold it for a breath or two again. Beautiful. And go ahead and inhale, lift your heels up so your heels come up over the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower the heels. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the heels. Now keep the heels up, bend the knees, and sink your hip creases way back so your butt is hovering back as much to over those heels as you can. So it's like you're doing a hovering knee downward dog. 2 breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten the legs, push forward to plank. Exhale, lower to the mat. Untuck your toes. Inhale, little cobra. Open the upper body up. Exhale, lower. So remember, sometimes we like to push our arms straight, but that means we're not going to rotate our shoulder heads back so much. So let Cobra really challenge you with some elbow bend. Inhale, lift, upper body up. Elbow points pointing straight back, shoulder heads pulling back, breastbone out. Exhale, lower. One more time. Big inhale, fill up the breath. Exhale, lower. Good. Go through child's pose and immediately lifting up to downward facing dog. Good. Go ahead and inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, bend your elbows. What, already? Triceps working, shoulder blades on the back, hips reaching back. One more breath. Good, now inhale, round forward to plank. Open up the collarbones, exhale, lower to the floor. Untuck toes, inhale, lift for that cobra. Open the chest up, exhale, lower down. Curl the toes, pull the belly and push the knees or pick up the knees, push to a plank. Downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and elbows. Inhale, straighten your right leg in the air. Left knee straightens, elbows straighten. Hold in one-legged dog, 3 breaths, left heel in the air. Work the inner thighs lifting, 2 more breaths. Left heel over the left ball of the foot. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, bend the right knee, round the plank, right knee to nose in your push-up. Inhale, one-legged dog, right leg backing up. Exhale, forward, knee to nose and push-up. 1 more. Inhale, and knee to nose and push-up. Exhale. Inhale, take that leg up and back, hold. Bend the knee, lift the hip, and take a little twist to the hip now. Is your left heel still up in the air? Left heel? Who laughed at that thought? No, my left heel's still not up in the air. 1 more breath. Lift up through the left inner thigh. Beautiful. Level the hips, straighten and lower the right foot down. Inhale, lift your heels, round forward to plank. Exhale, all the way to the mat. 1 more time. Open to cobra. Inhale, shoulder heads back, elbows hug the ribs. Exhale, lower. Pull your belly and push to knees or push up to a plank with the knees up. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and elbows. Exhale, left leg in the air as the knees and elbows straighten. Hold here, right heel up, level hips. Using your inner thighs to stabilize through your pelvis. Beautiful. Bend the left knee, round the plank, left knee to nose in your push-up. Inhale, one-legged dog, up and back. Exhale, forward, knee to nose. Last one. Inhale, good breathing, you guys. Exhale, knee to nose. One-legged dog, and bend and twist that knee on the left. Open the hip, keep the right heel in the air. You can always be doing this with your right knee on the ground as an option. 1 more breath. Inhale, level the hip, lower the foot, exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Yeehaw! Grab the opposite elbows, sway a little to the right and a little left. I know you're thinking, man, that's the way we're starting tonight? Jeez! Awesome, come back to center. Bring your arms to hang. Walk your feet out to the edges of the mat so the little toe edge of your foot is right aligned with the edge of your mat. Good. Now, bend your knees and stick your butt back, like you're sitting back in your butt and hip creases as much as you can, avoiding the dropping and tucking of your butt, but actually think a little lift of the sits bones, fingertips on the floor. Nice long back, and feel here. If you know that you feel your quads just screaming and grabbing from the mid-thigh down to the knee, see if you can put a little bit of the weight back towards your hips and get those quad muscles to relax that extreme tension. That is not healthy tension. That is extreme compression in your superficial body. 2 more breaths. There you go. That's a girl. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Take a big inhale. Hands to the shins. Exhale, halfway lift up and out like a wave rolling through the body. Bend the knees. Inhale, fingertips to the floor. Exhale, fingertips to shins. Lift the low back, then extend the heart up and out. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, hands to shins. Lift the low back, extend the heart out. Inhale, bend the knees deeply. Walk forward to downward facing dog as you exhale. And now find downward dog and take a few breaths. One more breath here. Good. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and elbows. Exhale, straighten as the right leg comes in the air. So that bending and straightening is the accelerant to pick up the leg. That way you don't winch from your low back and just load the back to pick the leg up. That's not very healthy. Inhale, bend your knees and elbows. Right foot through to a lunge. Exhale. Pause as you inhale, lengthen your heart out. Exhale, back knee bends, come up to crescent lunge. The knee bending helps rotate you up. Inhale, arms to T. Exhale, lean forward, keep the arms to T. 3 breaths here. 2 more. 1 more breath. Now stay there. Inhale, body back upright, arms are still to T. Exhale, left hand outside the right knee, and take a little twist to the right, right arm reaching back. Your body's upright though, so you're not leaning. You're not leaning. Yep, you're upright. There you go. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Reach that right collarbone back to that right hand. 1 more. Inhale, turn forward, arms up overhead, crescent lunge lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step to plank, fold to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and elbows. Exhale, straighten them as your left leg lifts in the air. The accelerant to get that leg up without muscling it hard. Inhale, bend all 4 joints. Left foot steps through to a lunge. Exhale. Pause, inhale, extend your heart. And exhale, back knee bends. That helps to start to rotate your body up. Beautiful. Now inhale, arms to T. Exhale, lean forward on a diagonal, like 45-degree angle, arms out to T. Collarbones reaching wide. Sinking back in that left hip fold. 1 more breath. Now inhale, body upright. Exhale, right hand outside left knee, left arm back. Take your twist, body stays up. So we're not trying to lean forward. I know that's more challenging. Leaning makes it easier. 2 more breaths. Collarbone on the left, reaching to the left hand. Slowly face forward, arms overhead. Inhale, lift that back, heart to front. Exhale, hands down, step to plank and chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. You were all like, oh good, chaturanga. That's easier than what we were just doing. Take a breath or 2. Remember, vital to your aliveness is your breathing. Awesome, here we go. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and elbows, straighten them as the right leg comes into the air. Inhale, bend all 4 joints again, right foot through to a lunge, exhale. Hold, inhale, extend your heart, and exhale up to crescent lunge, back knee bends. Inhale, arms to T, exhale, lean forward. Now, inhale, turn your body to the right, but don't let the left fingers touch the floor. It's like your airplane is banking to the right. So your rib cage do the turn, the arms stay out to T, back knee can straighten. 3 more breaths. 2 more. 1 more breath. Inhale, turn to center, hands down. Exhale, pause. Push off the back leg. Step forward, right knee straightens, left leg in the air. Big inhale. Exhale, left knee to nose, bend the right knee. Inhale out, straighten the right, extend the left. Exhale, bend left knee to nose. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, left foot beside the right. Take that deep knee bend again. Sink back in your hips. Inhale, cactus arms, 90-degree elbow bend. And pausing here, 3 breaths. Sit back in your bum and your groin creases. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten your knees, arms reach forward, body stays out to parallel. Exhale, bend your knees, cactus arms. Inhale, knees straighten, arms front. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows. 2 more. Inhale, spine stays parallel to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale. Beautiful. Hands down. Exhale. Fold it over. Pause. Big full breath. Beautiful. Hands on the shins. Inhale. Halfway lift. Wave through the body up and out. Exhale. Bend the knees and fold. Step your right foot back to a lunge. Left foot joins it. Hold your plank. High plank. Elbows straight. Make sure your heels are forward over the balls of your feet. If you can't do that, maybe your feet and hands are too close together. Big inhale. Exhale all the way to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up for cobra. Open the heart up. Exhale, lower down. Stay down with your upper body. Now inhale, lift your thighs up off the floor, the lower half of your body lifting. Exhale, lower your feet. Inhale, lift for cobra, upper body lifting, and lower. Inhale, lower part of the body, thighs, feet lifting in the air, and lower down. One more cobra, inhale, lift. Now pull your abs in, up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, heels up, knees and elbows bend, and exhale, straighten as the left leg comes up in the air. Good, your right heel stays up that whole time. Inhale, bend all four joints. Step the left foot through to a lunge as you exhale. Pause, extend the heart out. Back knee bends, up to crescent lunge, arms overhead. Good, open up the arms to T, inhale. Exhale, lean forward again. Now, arms stay out to the sides, but turn to face to the left. So it's like an airplane banking. The wings are out to the side. Back knee straightens. Right fingers aren't touching the floor, they're kind of hovering above. So you're really using your core, your center to hold yourself. 2 more breaths. Turn to center, arms out, inhale. Exhale, hands down. Pause there. Push off the back leg. Inhale, left knee straightens, right leg out in the air, chest out. Bend the knees, right knee to nose, curl it in. Inhale, straighten the knees, extend the heart, and round it in, bend the knees. One more, inhale, and exhale. Set the right foot down, and back to that deep knee bend. You can always widen your stance a little bit. Inhale, arms forward by the ears this time, 3 breaths. Oh. One more. Good. Now inhale right up to standing. Straighten the legs, bring the arms up overhead, and exhale, hands to prayer. Take a few breaths. Even out that breathing. Inhaling and exhaling evenly. Big belly breath, inhale. Exhale, arms up overhead. Now inhale, bend your knees. Exhale, straighten as you side bend to the right. Push the hips off center so they're not over your feet anymore. Inhale, back to center, bend the knees. Exhale, up and over to the left. Hips go right, ribs go left. Inhale, center, bend the knees. Exhale, up and over to the right. Offset the hips. One more. Inhale and bend. Exhale and over. Inhale, up to tall, back, heart to front, lift up, hands to prayer, deep knee bend, forward fold over. Belly breath, inhale, and wave, halfway lift up and out, exhale. Bend your knees, left foot steps to a lunge, exhale, downward facing dog, right foot back. Good, one more breath. And go ahead, inhale, bend, lift your heels, bend your knees and elbows. Exhale, straighten it, pick up the right leg, left heel's in the air. Inhale, bend the 4 joints again, right foot through to a lunge and pause. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and take a quarter turn to the left. Bring your feet to parallel, toes facing bathroom, and deep knee bend. So it's really important that you don't have your toes turned out here, right? So maybe feel slightly pigeon-toed. Slightly pigeon-toed. Knees in a deep bend. So yeah, we're trying to ask our inner thighs to do a little something, something. And now let's go ahead and start to bend that right knee more, straighten the left knee. So you feel a big stretch in the left inner thigh. Now, you're not going to straighten your knees. You're going to go right back to that double knee bend in the center, and then you're going to go to the other side, left knee more bent, right inner thigh. And keep going back and forth doing that. Think about coming through the center with that double knee bend. And you're just flowing from side to side. Remember to keep the outer edges of your feet on the mat. Your feet stay parallel. They may tend to turn out. Adjust them back to parallel, straight ahead. One more breath. Good. Now back to center. Inhale, arms to T. Exhale, left hand down, right arm out, and take a twist to the right. Your knees are both still bent. You're still sinking back in your groins. So the tendency would be, oh, it's so much easier if I straighten. But why would we do that? We get to challenge the outer tissue to let go more. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the knees bent. Inhale, center arms out. Exhale, right hand down, left arm up as you rotate the ribs to face towards the back edge of your mat. 3 breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. Inhale, come to center, arms out to T. Exhale, peace fingers hook inside the big toes. Now, I'm still keeping my chest out, but I'm going to start to lift my inner thighs up, which will push my pelvis up higher. And I'm really trying to not push back, but bring my pelvis up before I fold any further down and over. Think about keeping your back heart, the upper middle back between your shoulder blades, the spine pushing forward so your breastbone stays open and your shoulder blades stay on your back. 2 more breaths. Now slowly release the toes, walk the hands under the shoulders. Let's rebend the knees and bring the spine to parallel to the floor. Big inhale. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, up to standing. Bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, right foot forward, left heel back, side warrior, right knee bends. Good. So back, left heel's turned a little back. Right toes are pointing to the front of your mat. Your body should be dead center upright. Sometimes we tend to lean it forward, and that's avoiding that back left inner thigh stretching. So kind of check. Is my ribs over my hips or my ribs forward of my hips? 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Now, inhale, straighten the right knee. Pull your hands into heart center. Exhale, press the arms out, palms press away as the right knee bends. Inhale, straighten, pull the hands in. Exhale, press it out, bend the knee. 2 more. Inhale, gather up your energy. Exhale, offer it to the world. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Lean and reach out. Right elbow inside right leg, left arm to the sky, side angle pose. Wherever that right hand is, remember our mantra, it's not for leaning. So we keep the hand anchored, but we draw the right armpit away from the hand. So again, we're drawing into our center again. 2 more breaths. Cool, stay where you are, but look down to that right foot. Now listen up, left knee, that's your back knee's gonna bend a little. Inhale, bend it, exhale, push off of it and come right up into half moon pose. Yeah, I know. There we go, that bending of the knee is your accelerant to get you up there. How'd it work? Did it accelerate you? Maybe accelerated you right up and past the point of balance. 3 more breaths. One more breath. Inhale. Left hand to the floor, left leg in the air, but square the hips in the body. Big inhale, open the heart. Exhale, step your left foot behind your right, little toe to little toe, and place that left foot down. Cross your wrists and hook your peace fingers inside your big toes. Inhale, heart out. Exhale, start to bend the elbows and take a fold. 2 more breaths. Slowly release your hands to the floor. Unwrap the left foot. Bring it around beside the right inside. Awesome. Inhale, go ahead and bend your knees. And exhale up to chair pose. Reaching those arms overhead. Two more breaths. Staying in chair, inhale right knee to chest. Exhale, straighten the left knee, bringing that right knee up overhead. Left hand outside the right knee, right arm out, and revolve, twist now in your balance pose versus in the lunge like we did it before. Last 2 breaths. Slowly to center, arms overhead. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step to your lunge, right foot back, hands down. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog with control. Exhale, abs in to go to downward facing dog. And take a few breaths there. Yeah, nice. Let's offer a sigh out. Inhale, let it go. Exhale, sigh. Oh, see, now we all feel better. All right, let's do again on the left side now. Inhale, heels up, knees and elbows bend. Exhale, left leg in the air, keeping the right heel up as you straighten the elbows and the knees. Now inhale, bend all 4 joints again. Step left foot through to a lunge. Exhale. Take a moment, inhale, extend the heart, and then exhale, back knee bends, bring the arms up, crescent lunge, right? That bending of the knee is kind of the accelerant that starts to bring your body up. It's the difference between just throwing yourself from your low back and using the whole energetic motion through your body. Beautiful. Big inhale here, exhale, hands coming down. Let's take a quarter turn to the right now, feet wide apart in parallel, deep knee bend. And a couple ninja lunges right and left. That's that keeping the knees bent through the middle, but straightening one knee and shifting side to side. You may have the need to say, oh, I want to straighten and then sink to the other side. Try to keep some knee bend through the middle. Spine parallel to the floor so that your head and shoulders are not lower than your butt. Come back to center. Inhale, arms to T. Chest, spine parallel, knees bent, knees bent, knees bent. Usually when I repeat myself, it's because I'm seeing a bunch of people not in a bent knee. Knees bend. 2 more. 1 more. Now inhale, just your fingertips drop. And then round your body all the way up, arms up overhead, tall spine, and turn your left foot to the head of the mat. Arms to T, right heel back, side warrior on the other side now. That's it. And again, check that your ribs are directly over your hips. Okay? We lean a little forward when that back inner thigh is saying, please don't make me stretch that much. 2 more breaths. And 1 more. Beautiful. Inhale, straighten the left knee. Draw the inner to your heart. Exhale, bend and press it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, offer it away. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. And last one. Inhale. And exhale. Now lean and reach out. Left arm inside, right arm up. Now your hips are going to tilt. You're going to feel that tailbone pointing more back towards that right heel. But again, the left hand can anchor wherever it wants, but draw the armpit away from the anchor, and you'll immediately feel your core, your inner thighs kick in to hold you better. Last 2. 1 more breath. Okay, now be cool. Look down. Left hand can drop down a little. Inhale, bend your back knee, right knee, push out of it. Exhale, right up to half moon pose. So that little knee bend is your accelerant. But guess what? Then we have to learn to control the flow into balance. 2 more breaths. Open up, inhale, right hand to the mat, square the hips and shoulders, right leg in the air. Big inhale, reaching out. Exhale, right foot beside the left. Let's come back to that deep knee bend. Inhale. Exhale, wave, halfway lift, up and out, open the heart. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale up to chair pose one more time. Bringing it up. Now stay there. Draw the left knee to the chest. Hold it. Don't go anywhere. Just bring it up. Now the right knee straightens. Bring the knee up with you. Right arm outside left knee. Left arm out. And take your twist to the left. Last 2 breaths. Slowly facing forward, arms overhead. Inhale, back heart to front lifts you up. Exhale, hands to the mat, left foot back to your lunge. Step to your plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Cobra or up dog, control not momentum. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. Ooh. Last 2. And 1 more. And walk your hands back to your feet. Bring your feet out wider, maybe not quite as wide as the side edges of your mat, but definitely wider than your hips. Again, you want to have that parallel foot position. Let's take a nice deep knee bend. And now we're going to take our forearms inside our lower legs and around so your fingertips are outside your feet, outside your heels. Yeah, you're probably going to have to bend your knees to get down there, aren't you? Well, I don't know. I just make sure you're knowing. Yeah, you got to bend your knees, don't you? But we're not trying to drop our butt lower than our chest, are we? I'm not sitting down like there's a milking stool underneath me, because there isn't. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good. Unwrap. Walk your hands in. Lift your hips. Fold over. Just because it feels so darn good. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Shift your hips right. Shift them left. Get a little bit of a swaying motion back into those joints. Good. Now give me a little knee bend again. And let's go ahead and take that right arm inside the right, but this time bring the hand up to the outer right hip butt cheek. Right? So I got my knees bent, my right hand's up behind my right butt cheek. And I'm going to bring my left hand behind my back. Maybe I can clasp hands. Maybe they're just both close together. Now I'm going to inhale and try to equally straighten both legs as much as I can. Turn my head to the right. Roll open that left shoulder. Look to the left. So, 2 more breaths. Rebend the knees, release the hands down. Sway your hips side to side. Don't you like it when you find new places in your body in a different and fun sort of way? All right, here we go. Feet parallel, bend the knees. Walk the left arm inside the left leg and bring it hand up around to the outer left hip or butt cheek. Right arm reaches across the low back towards that hand. Clasp or just have them close. Now start to straighten your knees, and as you do that, you'll feel the natural tendency to turn your ribs to the right, look to the right, and have your forward fold. 2 more. Lift those inner thighs up. Gentle release, unwrap, bend the knees, bring your hands back down. Now we're going to hook the peace fingers inside the big toes. Keep your knee bend, bring your chest out, inhale. Exhale, inner thighs lift up, sits bones lift up. I haven't even changed my spine yet. Maybe I fold over more by bending my elbows, but not rounding my middle back. I need that length through the upper back. So what do? I keep my shoulder blades flat on the back. I push my spine forward in that upper back. And now this is all about the hamstrings and inner thighs. In case you weren't sure what you were feeling. 2 more breaths. One more. And release the toes, soften the knees. Inhale, round up the standing, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale as you come up, that back heart moves forward to the front heart, shoulder heads roll open, and the spine comes up. Bring your feet a little closer together, hands to prayer. Close your eyes for a moment. Just as a moment of awareness to check in. It's nice to see what's going on. What do you feel? Are you really present? Are you feeling things unwind? Maybe you feel a little easier, lighter, taller. Maybe you're just noticing how much tension you've acquired at some point here. That's okay. Knowing yourself is the first step to realizing true change. One more breath. Open the eyes, release the arms down, palms forward. Big belly breath, inhale. Exhale, reach the arms forward and up overhead. Inhale, lift the heart a little more. Hands to prayer, deep knee bend, forward fold, hands come down. Take a walk to downward facing dog. Two more breaths here. Feel free to keep some knee bend if it helps you shift back, sinking in the groin creases more. One more breath. Inhale, lift the heels, bend the knees and elbows. Exhale, straighten as the right leg comes up into the air. Good, left heel should still be up. Inhale, bend the knees and elbows, right foot through to a lunge as you exhale. Good. Now inhale, lengthen the heart. Make sure that left heel is still way up in the back. Exhale, straighten your right knee by pulling back that right sits bone. Walk your hands back under your shoulders. Again, wherever your fingertips are touching is fine, but draw the armpits up. So it's not about folding over. Back heel up, right sits bone back. And there's your big stretch to the back of that right leg. Without jamming in the joint, without closing down and losing the connection to your center. 2 more breaths. Good. Now walk your hands a little forward to the shoulders. Inhale, bend your right knee, float the left leg in the air, reach it back, and right up into Warrior 3. Hands down. Inhale, reach the heart out. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, knee to nose. One more. Inhale out. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach it out. Step back to your lunge. Pause there. Inhale, one-legged dog, right leg in the air. Keep the left heel up. Bend the right knee. Lift the hip open or mindfully flip your dog. So if you're flipping your dog, you're on the outside edge of the left foot. The left knee is straight. Your right heel is up, so you're on the ball of the right foot with the right knee bent. Right arm to the sky or up and over. Think about opening up those groins to the sky. 2 more breaths. If you're in flip dog, first reach the arm up. Watch the right hand come over as you slowly come back to one-legged dog. Right leg in the air, everybody. Big inhale. Exhale through to pigeon pose. Right knee Bring your body upright. No folding over yet. I know, that's all where we want to go. So square those hip pointers forward. Again, we all can look like we're sitting way lower if we sit onto that right butt cheek and let the left hip come back. But I'm not getting a whole lot here. So I need to bring my right knee forward to the hip or a little wider and bring the left hip pointer forward. Right? Now I feel my right butt cheek, that big old piriformis muscle, right? It's your biggest rotator in your butt. Do you know your sciatic nerve bundle runs off your SI joint and either on top of that muscle, through that muscle, or underneath it. So when that guy gets tight, yeah, SI problems and sciatic nerve problems can develop. Okay? So this is a great pose in alignment to help open that up. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhale, lift your heart way up. Exhale, bend the elbows, stay in your fingertips, melt your heart down. We're coming back up. Inhale, round the spine, lift the heart, head up. Exhale, melt the heart. 1 more, same. Inhale, round up, straighten the elbows, lift the heart, eyes to the sky. Exhale, melt. And now come onto your forearms. Feel free to stack your fists or put a block under your forehead. But once again, if you want the entire length of the body to melt heavier, if you are dropping your head lower than your ribs, you're actually going to tuck your butt under and you won't get as much sink. So sometimes 1 fist or 2 fists, a block. Three more breaths. Last one. And slowly walk your body back up, same place you just were. Come up on your left finger pads in front of you. Maybe walk your left knee back a little bit. Bend the knee, reach your right hand back and grab a hold of that ankle. And if you want to do a little twist of your ribs to the right, but again, try to avoid the tendency to lean to the left. Keep your body really in the center. Feel free to pull that foot in. In case you didn't know, this is trying to stretch your thigh muscle out. Keep the heart up. 2 more breaths. Gentle release. Place the foot down, right hand down. Now you're simply going to go ahead and sit on that right butt cheek. You're going to wind up facing kind of towards the left leg out to straight, right heel towards your pubic bone, sitting level on your pelvis. Left toes to the sky if you can. Inhale, arms up overhead. Keep the arms up, turn your ribs to the right. Yay. Now, stay in that twist, but reach your arms to T. And now left fingers reach out and grab your shin, your ankle, or hook inside your left big toe, your peace fingers. Now inhale, right arm up to the sky. And either take the right arm past the right ear, or bend the elbow, put the hand behind the head, and maybe you bend your left elbow, giving you a little bit more of a side bend. Oh, those intercostal muscles that are between your ribs and allow you to have better breathing. 2 more breaths. If your elbow is bent, reach it up to the sky. Everybody inhale, come up with the arms out to T. Exhale, release your arms down. Take your right leg out. Now you're in a V-seat position. Both legs are straight. Inhale, arms back up, tall spine. Exhale, hands out between your legs. Walk forward, nice long fold of your body out and over. I use my fingers like little spiders, and I crawl those spiders out as far as I can. And then I keep those fingers out there, but I try to let my body drop its weight a little more to the floor. But again, if your arms stay out, then you're going to keep some stretch through your spine. If you collapse your elbows to the floor, then you're just going to tend around your back. Last 2 breaths. Slowly walk your body back in. Beautiful. And draw your legs together. Quarter turn to face the front of your mat. Bend your knees. Inhale right up into Navasana boat pose. So again, you can have your legs out. You can have your legs bent. You can have your hands back, holding the thighs, whatever works for you. Breathe. Big lift to the heart. 2 more. Beautiful. Cross your ankles. Inhale, feet down, step or hop to plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Control, not momentum. Downward facing dog. Ooh, take a few breaths. One more. Here we go. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and elbows, straighten the joints as the left leg comes in the air. Good. Inhale, bend the knees and elbows again. Left foot through to a lunge. Exhale. Awesome. Now let's go ahead and inhale, float the right leg in the air, straighten the left leg. Exhale, a little left knee bend. Since we didn't do this, right foot behind the left, little toes touching each other. Again, cross your wrists, hook your peace fingers. Inhale, heart out. Keep that nice flat back. Bend your elbows and see if you can get a little more fold. Don't want to miss this on this leg. Keep thinking about drawing up through the inner thighs, to the sits bones, to the ceiling. 2 more breaths. One more. Now release the hands and unwind that foot. Bring the right leg back up in the air. So right where you were, left leg straight, right leg out. Big inhale. Exhale, step back to your lunge. Make sure your right heel is up. Walk your hands under your shoulders and draw your left sits bone back to straighten your left knee. Again, my right heel up keeps me lifting up through both inner thighs. My chest out keeps my spine long, and I keep pulling that left sits bone back, stretching out the calf and the hamstring of the left leg. 3 breaths. One more. Now go ahead and slowly walk the hands a little forward, bend the left knee, inhale, float the right leg out, and right up to warrior 3 once again. Arms back or forward. Oh, that was a good moan. Few breaths. Beautiful. Hands down, step to your lunge. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees and elbows. Exhale, left leg in the air. Heel to the butt. Lift and twist the knee or mindfully flip your dog. So now the ball of the left foot is down, left heel is up, right knee straight, outer edge of the right foot on the floor. Left arm to the sky, and the groins pushing up to the ceiling. Last 2 breaths. Now watch the left arm come up, watch it flip, one-legged dog, left leg in the air, big inhale, and through to pigeon pose. Once again, think about the hip pointers being headlights pointing straight ahead. Your left knee is in front or slightly outside of the hip. Okay, up on your finger pads so that your armpits are lifting. You're getting a big stretch through that front body. Few breaths here. Again, you should feel that left piriformis. It goes from your sacrum diagonally across your bum and around to the upper outer thigh bone. It's a really big, important muscle. 2 more breaths. Good. Keeping up on your fingers. Inhale, heart up. Exhale, melt the heart to the floor. Then the forehead starts to drop. Round up. Inhale, lift the chest, head up. Exhale, bend the elbows. You're letting your spine loosen to be in pigeon at the bottom. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, melt it down. And now forearms or fists, forehead on it. Again, you can drop your head all the way over, but I guarantee you it's stopping some of the sink of your body weight fully down in more of a level position. So think of it as letting your left groin crease sink and your right groin crease open. Check in with your breathing. Two more breaths here. Slowly walk your hands in, bring your body up. Walk your right hand a little more to center, up on the finger pads. Walk your right knee back a little, and then bend that knee, left hand back, grab a hold of the foot or ankle. And again, you can do a little twist to the left, but keep some weight in that left butt cheek. Keep that feeling of pulling the foot in to the degree that the quad can stretch, but try to keep your upright body lifted. 2 more. Gentle release. Now sit in your left butt cheek, then the right, turning towards the right edge of your mat, left heel in front of the pubic bone, right leg out to straight, right toes up to the sky. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Stay there, exhale, twist to the left with your ribs. Bring your arms to T. Now lean and reach the right hand to your right shin, ankle, or hook your right peace fingers inside your right big toe. Keep your heart to the ceiling. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, either reach it over or bend your left elbow and put the hand behind the head. And start maybe adding a little right elbow bend towards the right kneecap. Again, that big stretch through the intercostal muscles. Last 2 breaths. Left arm to the sky. Inhale, come up, arms to T. Exhale, lower the arms down. Beautiful. Go ahead and slowly now, you're going to bring that left leg out so you're in that V position once again. Okay. And let's all now bend the knees and hook the peace fingers inside the big toes with your knees bent. Okay? See if that gives you a little bit more space to lift your chest up with a nice flat back, right? So sometimes we're so rounded that we miss some of the opportunity of challenging our hips. Now, you might be here going, wow, it's really hard just to get my back up. Then stay here. If you can keep that nice tall spine, you can start to walk the heels out a little bit. But again, is your back still long? Maybe you're like, yeah, so far, Briala, no big challenge. All right, then start to bend your elbows, drawing your heart forward to the wall in front of you, not down to the floor. Forward to the wall in front of you, so you keep pushing that upper back heart through to the front heart. Last few breaths. And 1 more. Release the hands inside the feet, slowly round your body up. Good. Draw the knees into a bend, turn to face the head of your mat. Walk your legs out to straight. Just like we started. Inhale, arms up overhead, tall spine. Exhale, low back, round halfway back, palms out in front. Inhale, back up to tall. Exhale, roll halfway back. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, both legs hover. 3 breaths. Belly in, curl and round the spine. One more breath. Draw the knees in, roll down to the back and knees to the chest. A little gentle rock from side to side. And drop those knees over to the right, taking a little twist here. Left arm can come out, head can turn left. Feel that twist through the spine. Twists are great to unwind and release. Two more breaths. And when we come back to center, we start it with the head, and then we let the ribs and the hips and the knees follow so we're centered up, and then we take them over to the other side. So knees to the left, right arm out, or cactus is fine, head to the right. Keep thinking about full breaths, opening you up. And once again, head to center, knees, hips to center, and right up into happy baby pose, just for the last few breaths. It's a great way to make sure your low back feels long and open. Maybe you need to just give yourself permission to sink into those hip folds one more time, because God knows I didn't give you enough deep knee bends tonight, did I? Or maybe you're like, woohoo, now my happy baby pose feels really rocking because I did all those deep knee bends. You get to totally unwind the body for the last moment or two here, so maybe that means you want to rock a little bit right and left, massaging any of that tightness or tension that you might have accumulated in that back. And then turn down the feet to the floor, walk your legs out nice and long. Arms overhead, stretch out right arm and leg, left arm and leg, stretch it out, stretch it out. Do the same with the opposite one. And go ahead and slowly find a position, for Shavasana. You can shake out your arms. Everybody should be getting a stone. Feel free to put your cool stone on your third eye, on your throat, on your heart chakra.